Good evening. My name is Jasmin Floyd, and tonight I would like to take about 3 to 5 minutes every time to talk to you about the job description of an RN. I want to start off with a story. I was coming home late from studying, got in about 1 o'clock. By 3 or 4, I had a resident knocking on my door, and when I went to go see what the resident was in need of, she said, "I'm locked out, I need my room unlocked." And I was like, "Okay, you should go talk to the RN on duty." She replied, "Why can't you do it? It's your job." And I politely informed her again she should probably get the RN on duty. She then yelled, "Why don't you just do your job?" And I politely closed the door. Tonight I would like to talk to you about the job description of an RA because sometimes it can be misconstrued. So I would like to talk about number 1, what our job is, what our job isn't, and after that, how you might want to approach an RA the next time you are in need of their assistance, or just even if you see them in passing. As RAs, what people don't realize is we're students too, and we have a life outside of being an RA. As an RA, we have other jobs. We have a social life. We have an academic life. We have the life. We have the, I guess you could call it a career, how we facilitate things that residents need. And then we have our personal life. So we have a lot of things of our own outside of being an RA. And I want to start off with a quote. And it's the 5 sources of stress in college come from changing sleep habits, vacations, changing eating habits, increased workload, and new responsibilities. Now as an RA, being that I have more than one job, I have about 3 jobs, plus school and a few other things, all of that affects me to the utmost. So because it causes this much stress, as the resident, it would help us when you are more approachable. So I want to start off by talking about what our job is. As an RA, some of the things that our job is, we help with lockouts, we help with room changes, roommate conflicts, we can give advice when needed, what else do we do? We give advice, we give room changes, and we're able to be that big sister, that friend, if or big brother, if that's what you want from us, and just answer any general questions, anything that you might need from us. We're there to try to assist you. Now that I'm explaining to you some of the things that the RA job does entail, let me tell you what we don't do. We're not servants. So when I say that, I mean we're not at your beck and call whenever you want and need us. Because again, RAs have life outside of being RA. So we're not servants. Number 2, we're not janitor. It's not our job to clean up after residents. And thirdly, we don't work for the students. We work for the school. But however we are the voice for the students when they can't speak for themselves or when they need help and they're in the bind. We can be that voice for them. And we can also be the voice of reason when needed. So now that I told you about some of the things we do, some of the things we don't do, I want to say, how you could approach them. 1 second, please. So again, as RAs, I want to make sure we mention we're still students. We do have class. We have our own personal life and personal issues. And in general, we are people who have 1,000,001 things going on, just like the residents do. Things that might help, things that can really help RAs when interaction with the residents is, number 1, be more approachable. When you're in need, be polite. Be more thoughtful the next time you decide to knock on our door if it's 3 o'clock in the morning. Realize that they might have to get up for work the next morning, or they might have class the next morning, so 3 o'clock, you should probably be more mindful of when you lose your things. Be appreciative. Don't just take it as it's a job we're supposed to do. Be appreciative because at the end of the day, we work hard and we do a lot to make you guys feel comfortable as students. And I want to read another quote, 1 second. Okay, well, as RAs, it can be the most stressful job, especially as freshmen and sophomore. It's ranked the hardest years, like the transition years when you first starting out. So those are the 2 hardest years. in conjunction with deciding to be an RA. A lot of people decide to be an RA within their sophomore year because they can't do it their freshman year. So again, it just rolls back around to all the stress that it causes. So as a result, just as a precaution, just be more appreciative of the job that your RA does for you. And I just want to end it with, treat others how you want to be treated. Whether you're getting paid or not, it's still a service to you. So be as polite and professional and helpful as possible, because you never know when you might be in that situation. Thank you.